How's it going, everybody? This is Theory here, and we have our weekly blog, and there is a lot of information in here I wanted to unpack. Now, this is going to end up being kind of a two-part blog. In here is going to be the updated Cosmic Crucible rules, which I'll be doing kind of a first impressions as far as teams that we could end up doing in a later video. I do want to get the information out there, though, so that way you guys have an idea of what rules we can look at, see how we can actually do some theory crafting with this. So let's go ahead and start this blog off. So Omega Red and the Kyln Redemption. So the battle plan for this is going to be January 26th is going to be the Ultimate 32 tournament. Now they did end up cutting the current season 12 off by about a week. Wherever you were at, that's where you're going to end up staying at. For the Ultimate 32, there's still going to be kind of the point system there. I don't believe you're going to be dropping ranks due to this if you end up kind of going on that losing streak or win streak to climb ranks. I don't believe that's going to end up happening for this. Now for January 27th, this is going to be when the Kyln Forged in Fire begins. This is that release method to get Omega Red Phoenix Force. There's going to be the Battle Pass for Ms. Marvel Classic on there. There is going to be the Omega training, survival training, and in the spotlight. We're going to see what that is. It looks like these might be events of some sort. There's going to be the Cloak Blitz. Now, I'm not sure why they're going with Cloak on here. I don't have any tinfoil cap theories for that one. So January 30th is going to be the 5Cs tournament. Now, I'm not going to be in this one. We have two new envoys, D-Dub and Zero Cool Gamer. They're going to be in this tournament. So I'm actually really happy that they're going to be able to kind of join in the fun with this tournament. I know a lot of people were kind of disappointed I wasn't going to be in this one, but I'm fine with giving the attention elsewhere for this. For January 31st, the Mighty Gains Quick Rumble. February 2nd is going to be the new season of Cosmic Crucible. Now, this is a typo in here. It has 12. It's actually going to be season 13 for here. We're finishing up 12 right now. Now, this is pretty important right here. Keep an eye out for the inbox message alerting you to character availability. So it looks like the Nightstalkers team is going to be becoming farmable now. So Blade is going to the Cosmic Crucible store, and the diamonds will be finally available for him. Oath to the War store, Man-Thing to the Spotlight Raid Orb, replacing Sentinel. Sentinel's being moved over to the Arena store and the Arena Orb. The Ancient One and Emma Frost X-Men are now going to bumps. So once they end up leaving the bumps, I believe that's when they're going to kind of go into the battle world where they kind of get farmed there, then into their initial place. So I think we're about a month and a half, 2 months away from these characters from becoming farmable. So Kyln Forged in Fire is going to be starting soon. The greatest prison break in the history of the universe kicks off soon, and with you can get your chance to recruit Omega Red Phoenix Force. If you haven't already, make sure to check out our recent blog with all the details. I did a video on this as well as far as testing goes. I actually really like this team and character. I know some people were kind of disappointed as far as characters that you end up using with it. I was using like Old Man Logan, Nightcrawler, and a fifth member, or throwing Cabal with there, or kind of mixing and matching what I need for that team. I think it's actually a really good team as far as a duo goes. So including in the team, you'll need, including the teams, you'll need, and the minimum number of cells, that was a tongue twister for me to pivot over, you'll need to clear in order to unlock Omega Red Phoenix Force. As a reminder, the full power of the capabilities of Jean and Hercules will be fully unlocked during this run of Kyln. So how their kids say, like, you need Jean Grey plus 4 other Immortal X-Men Hercules and 4 other Mighty Avengers, or both these combined plus 3 others to make the Uncanny Avengers. That's going to be kind of unlocked for you guys. The game modes and character prerequisites. Example, if this character's 3 or more Immortal X-Men, kind of what I just explained, will be considered fully met within the Kyln's walls during this event. Don't forget, Omega Red Phoenix Force is an epic character, so he'll only be available for a limited time before his shards are gone until later this year. Usually it's about 6 months or so, then they'll have like another mini release method, and Zombie Juggernaut's been over the year mark. I think he's hitting about 15 months now, so we're not sure when that's going to end up happening. The Phoenix Force team is also an absolute terror in Cosmic Crucible, making Kyln Forged in Fire a can't-miss event. I really hope this is going to be challenging and it's not going to be get these characters and you can kind of beat it easily. The prison break begins on January 27th at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so prepare your forces now. I wouldn't say prepare them now, just make sure you have the resources. That way you know who you need to throw the purple ISO on. That's going to be the most important part for this. The Ultimate 32 returns. Commanders, the Living Tribunals, giving you more Cosmic Crucible action soon with the return of the 32-player tournament. This tournament will only last 5 days and will only have 3 defensive rooms, so make sure to plan accordingly. We also had the rules for Season 13, so read on to learn about what is in store for Cosmic Crucible. So they did the strike spot video for this. I'll kind of give a quick rundown as far as what my initial impressions are and what I kind of think might end up happening. So for the global rules, there really isn't any buffs to any particular team, just on defense, 30% max health, 10% damage, and exhaust is in play. Stage 1 overcharge. So I know there's been kind of mixed feelings about this one. I actually think it's fairly interesting, actually, making it to where it's 4 more ability energy. So specials cost 4 more and ultimates cost 4 less. I think that could be pretty interesting, actually. An example of this is Kahori Mephisto being in stage 1, making it to where Mephisto can ult a whole lot sooner and quicker. Kahori basically doing the ultimate to get those 3 turns right off the bat, and then the basic shots gets her very close to that special, to where she's special to get kind of back to that ultimate a lot quicker. I think this could be some very interesting ideas of what you can do with stage 1 on here. Before we had it where it's like 2 more, 2 less type of thing. That wasn't as impactful, so that's why they kind of threw something else in there. 4 ability energy is huge. That's basically 3 or 4 turns away from getting their abilities to keep popping off. If you have a character that can have like a ult every turn type of thing, that's very, very powerful. Stage 2, this one here kind of is a nothing burger. I don't really know. I think this would have been more interesting if they made it to where this, like all of this, was the global rule. Make it to where your Immortal X-Men and your Mighty Avengers can be used anywhere instead of throwing them in this room. That could be something fairly interesting. Now it's just don't put anything that can be hard countered by Immortal X-Men in this room. That's essentially what it is. The Mighty Avenger, Uncanny Avenger, you're not going to be using Jean Grey in here. You're not going to throw them on defense. They're an offensive team. So what can we throw with Mighty Avengers? Hank Pym, you really want to break up your Illuminati, though? Not really. I just don't really see anything that can really make this room worth it. So this is going to be a dead room to me personally. Stage 3, I find very, very interesting. So all characters, defense and offense, you're going to get a 50% max barrier on spawn, or gain plus 50% max barrier. So that makes it to where your barrier is going to be 80% of your max health, is basically what that's saying. Then on spawn, you're going to get the 100% of your barrier filled up of that character's max health. So basically, you're spawning in with the 80% of your extra health as barrier. So you need to make sure that you bring characters in here to beat these guys that can clear barrier. You're going to be getting an extra 100% damage, which is insane, because if you can get it to where you can clear barrier and then do pings, like say Odin ping, just blasting everybody, that's pretty huge. On ally death, bury yourself for 100% of that character's max health. So this one here, so if your ally character dies, you're going to bury yourself of 100% of that character's max health. So if you have somebody in here that's very weak, you're only going to get that character's barrier applied to your allies, basically, is what that's saying. So hypothetically, you put your Odin Illuminati team in here. If Black Panther Shuri dies, she doesn't have a lot of health. That health is going into the barrier of the other 4 members. That's basically what that's saying. I definitely think the Odin Illuminati team's going to be here on defense. I think the Mephisto comp is going to be in here with Kahori, Absolute A-Force type of thing in stage 1. I think that's probably what's going to happen. Stage 2 is going to be nothing burger. and then you have a whole lot of things for offense. So these matches should be fairly quick is what I'm thinking, because you can have a lot of offensive tools to kind of take these characters out. Now this is going to be the season 13 rules. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I'm going to have a video out hopefully this weekend of like first impressions. I'm going to have Zero Cool Gamer. We're going to kind of do a little collaboration saying, hey, what do you think of these rules? What are you leaning towards going in here? And then later on, when it gets closer to the season 13, I'll get my defense options video infographic out as far as what I think could end up working in these rooms. I know a lot of people like those videos, so I'm definitely going to keep doing those. So let's get our initial impressions out of the way. So absolute A-Force on offense and defense. On piercing damage, absolute A-Force gains offense up. That's going to be Medusa gets piercing damage. I don't think Ahori does piercing damage, does she? Either way, this is somewhat interesting. Getting offense up is always going to be huge. On defense, all characters, 20% max health, 10% damage, exhaust is still in place. This is going to be an absolute A-Force type of season. If you haven't met the power of a 3-diamond Medusa like I have twice now, she hurts a lot. So much damage. Okay, so stage 1, Hunting Sense. On defense and offense, striker characters. On a successful attack, apply bleed. Raider and skirmisher characters. On a successful attack, if the target has bleed, perform an ISO attack against that target. So you hit them, you get bleed, and then you hit them again, then you basically get a free ISO attack into those characters. If you're a Raider or skirmisher, it's okay. I don't think this is going to be that impactful. I think this is just going to be kind of an added benefit is what that's going to end up being. Stage 2, Spec Ops. We've had this one before a couple times now. All characters on a successful dodge gain stealth. Characters with stealth gain 20% damage. I don't think we've had enough new characters out that do dodge to be able to take advantage of the stealth portion on here. So we've had Annihilators. I'm thinking like new meta. So we have Annihilators, Orcus, Nightstalkers, Absolute A-Force, Mighty Avengers. Yeah, nothing really as far as anything new. We have the Invaders coming. They don't dodge though, and they actually shut down dodge. I think that might just be Alliance War though. So this is going to be another kind of a dead room to me. So that's 2 nothing burgers right now. I mean, one can be interesting, but I don't think it's going to be that impactful. Stage 3, Momentum. On defense and offense, all characters. So this is like what we were talking about with the Ultimate 32. Specials cost 2 more. Ultimate cost 2 less. And when an enemy character dies, you gain ability energy. So this is kind of a toned down version, in my opinion, of the other one. I think the other one's going to be more impactful because of how often you could end up getting this ult. This is going to make it so if you sack the room, you're going to be giving them ability energy and kind of walking into this. So that tells me it might be the Odin Illuminati team. It's going to be hard to actually burn abilities when you're killing them off. There might be another room for that, though. We shall see. The Mephisto Bahori, making it to where you can't really sack that. That could end up going in here as well. Stage 4, Resolve. On defense and offense, all characters. On death, apply offense up. On death, apply trauma to all enemies. This is interesting to me. So, on death, your allies will be gaining offense up. On death, apply trauma to all enemies. So, this is just saying on death. So, if one of my characters dies, my allies gain offense up, my opponent gets trauma. If I kill somebody, so if my team kills somebody on their side, they're going to get offense up, and then I get trauma on my side. That's pretty interesting. That's a nice double-edged sword. Pretty interesting, yeah. Because if you end up killing them at the wrong time and you get trauma with all your negative effects, that could hurt. Stage 5, Resurrection Protocol. On defense and offense, mutant characters. On spawn, gain revive once and immunity. We've had this one in the past a long time ago when the Unlimited X-Men came out, actually. And And that's where the Walking Hate combo end up coming into play, which means this might not be anything. I don't think you're going to throw your Phoenix Force in here because that's just Gene, the Phoenix. And Omega Red Phoenix Force is not an X-Men character. He is a mutant, so he'd get revived once in immunity. Then we have the Unlimited X-Men. We've had Extreme X-Men, so it might just be the Extreme X-Men room. And then just some kind of mashup of that. Yeah, I don't really see any other mutants that can really benefit from this. So this is going to kind of be a dead room to where you're just going to drain more efficiency by putting your X-Men characters in here. Stage 6, charging power on defense and offense, all characters. On spawn, generate 5 ultimate ability energy. On ultimate ability use, apply ability block to all allies. So you want to have characters in here that's going to have immunity. So that could end up being the Odin Illuminati team. However, that means if you go in here with the Phoenix Force, your Omega Red Phoenix Force is going to be able to ult on turn 1, flipping all of those positive effects into negative effects right off the bat. You're going to get ability block in your side, so you make sure that the characters that you bring in can clear that ability block. I would say be careful of putting your Odin Illuminati in here because Phoenix Force is going to kind of walk over this, I feel. Whether you end up burning it first to try to get that Captain Britain sack, and then you walk in with it, or you do that hit first, then try to clean up. Be careful of putting your Odin Illuminati in here because of that Phoenix Force. But that's my initial impressions for that. I'll have a deeper dive with Zero Cool Gamer later on, maybe over the weekend or early next week. Well, we're definitely planning something together, which is awesome. Season 13 of Cosmic Crucible begins on February 2nd. So the 5C tournament is coming back. That's going to end up being on January 30th. Strike Spot kind of had the competitors for that. So that's going to be Mobile Gamer, Valley Flying, Dorky Dad. The 2 new guys, P-Dub, Zero Cool Gamer. We're going to have Duelum, Updog, and Bendable Straw. So it's going to have a lot of fun. Hopefully we can have a community where we have a very interesting season of rules. So I do like how a lot of content creators are doing that. The envoys when they end up getting the victory. Now this here is very exciting. Twitch drops incoming. Strike Cyber Command has officially given the green light for Twitch drops. Tune in to our upcoming Twitch streams. Select Twitch streams from our official envoys to unpack juicy rewards and other rewards from Twitch drops during these broadcasts starting soon. So yeah, people that's going to be streaming on Twitch, I do that for my Cosmic Crucible matches. There's going to be Twitch drops coming. Very exciting. Hey, Juggernaut Zombie, free claim. If you hunger for brains, then make sure to head over to MarvelStrikeForce.com daily to claim Juggernaut Zombie shards. Once you have Black Knight at 7 yellow shards, you can start to collect Juggernaut Zombie shards daily starting January 27th. I really hope this isn't the farmable method to get in that character. He needs to go to like a node or a store or something. Having it to where you just log in to here daily and getting maybe 5 shards. I don't really like that. Yeah, I think I would rather him go to like another of the incursion nodes that we've had. They need to like update those more. It is something, but I don't count this really as being farmable. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like him being in that store, or would you rather him going elsewhere? I really hope this isn't a farmable method and this like a temporary thing for something. I don't know. Friday free claim. It's that time. So you're going to get 1,200 dumbbells, 5 Medusa shards. All right. So now for the events, really quick rundown for this. So Avengers Fitness Challenge events, Omega Training, mine diamonds and XP. Supplement your Kyln escape with Shadow King diamonds and XP. So diamonds coming in a leaderboard or auction board, whatever you want to call it, for Shadow King. Earn Crimson Hunt Orb fragments from Kyln, Forged in Fire. Battle and War with Hercules, offense only. Very important, offense only. Or Absolute A-Force, offense and defense. So your Absolute A-Force can stay on defense if you prefer that method. Then battle in Crucible with Jean Grey and use your Power Core. So Power Core event here. Tons of XP and tech here is going to be the rewards. The leaderboard's going to have up to that 3 Diamond Shadow King as well. This is going to be starting January 27th. For the survival training, spend Uncanny Energy. That's the spot, kind of the spotlight energy stuff that we have. Prizes become an alpha with Omega training progress. I see what you did there. This is going to be January 27th. In the spotlight, go on a mission with your alliance for dumbbells in the spotlight milestone event. So you play Spotlight Raid 2, use Jean Grey in raids, collect ally supplied 6 orbs. You're going to be getting dumbbells and a Path to Jean Grey orb fragments. Mighty gains Quick Rumble, so use your Mighty Avengers in the Quick Rumble Blitz. That's going to get you the dumbbells there. That's going to be January 31st. As always, subject to change. I don't see any funky words down there saying foul or the Howard the Duck stuff that people's been speculating on. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm really curious what your guys' opinion is on this Juggernaut zombie. If this is kind of that method where it's kind of like the Mr. Negative login. Every day you get 5 shards guaranteed. I don't hate that portion. I just wish he was somewhere in game and you don't have to like go to the web store and claim them there. I don't know. But if you did enjoy this video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of the day.